It's time for a follow-up to episode 2 of my sustainable design series called It's Time for an Upcycle. And this one was all about the laundry room. I loved how much you all love this space. Very moody, very fun, under 500 bucks. But you had 3 main questions. Number 1, you wanted to know more about the carpet tile floor. Probably one of the easiest DIYs that I've ever done. So in this video, I'm gonna go into more detail about that. You also wanted to know about my cardboard boxes that I put peel and stick paper on, the Amazon boxes and the moving boxes. A little bit more about that, so we're going to talk about that. And then also all of my Architectural Digest covers that I turned into really pretty art with thrifted frames and gallery lights. You wanted a few more details on that, so let's do it.
Let's talk about the boxes that I used for storage. Instead of using baskets or purchasing a container, I just decided to take old Amazon boxes and moving boxes that we didn't use and cover them with peel and stick wallpaper. That is all I did. I know what's in them because I know that in the first one is toilet paper, the second one is paper towel, so I don't really need them to be labeled. No, I did not cover the entire box. You know why? Because you can't see it because they're up high on a shelf. I didn't cover the bottoms, the insides, or the back side. And I just took the flaps and either cut them off or bent them straight down into the box. You could absolutely cover the entire thing if you wanted to, but I didn't feel the need to because guess what? Save the wallpaper and you don't see it when they're up on the shelves. This was way better than buying storage containers, just using those cardboard boxes. Next up, we've got the little battery operated or rechargeable walnut puck lights that I used up under the counters so I could showcase the Architectural Digest covers. These were super important for me to have because the light coming down off of them cascades down onto each picture. It's just a little sticker with a magnet on it. You pop it up under the cabinet and then the little light puck fits right up there. And I love that it was walnut because it was like dark and moody and kind of fit the whole vibe of this laundry room makeover. Got a remote. I have not had to recharge them yet. It's been 2.5, 3 weeks since I showed y'all this laundry room, I think, something like that. And just when I come in to fold laundry or do laundry, I just click them on and flip on my record player. And the other little lamps on the counter are battery operated and rechargeable as well. So really I'm finding that when I'm in there, they're not on very long and they're lasting quite a long time without needing to be recharged. But I love these so much. I post this video, I'll put everything linked in my stories, but if you want the link, just DM me and I'll send it to you. Next up, we have our thrifted frames I scored at Goodwill. I got each of these for $5.49, so it definitely kept me under my $500 makeover mark for the laundry room, and I was so happy that someone donated all of them because they all look the same. And because the way the room looked, I was like, you know what? This is one thing I'm not going to paint. I'm just going to purchase them and clean them up. Y'all followed me for a while. You know that I love magazines. I'm pretty much obsessed with magazines. It's one thing that I love to get inspiration from, along with museums and artists. I'm honored enough to be featured in their AD It Yourself section a few times now, and it's just such a great magazine. Never looked at one. Check it out next time you're in a magazine shop or a bookstore. The frames already had the mat inside of them, so that was perfect. Loved the color of it, and it already had the hooks on the back. Everything was set, so I knew that these were going to be really easy to clean up. I just came through with a little bit of glass cleaner and gave the outside of each piece of glass and the frame a good once over. Then, of course, I use a damp rag once I open the picture frame up to wipe off the mat. And then, of course, come through with the glass cleaner and make sure that you clean the inside of that piece of glass as well. So when you put everything back in, there's no little pieces that were stuck inside there. I chose a bunch of covers that I love. I just sliced them off the front of the magazine. I will keep the magazines in a stack and still use them for reference for things. But I love looking at them so much that I knew if I just pulled off the covers that I would love them in a frame. And this is one of the newer ones with Lenny Kravitz. And I just chose ones that spoke to me and I thought were just really cool and I wanted to look at. I'll know that I think everything has multiple uses, and I'm sure the people that put together magazines take a lot of time to make sure that all of the photos and the covers are beautiful, so why would we not put them on the wall? Used a little bit of tape to hold it in the place and then put it all back together. And that was easy as that. I had thrifted frames, just over 60 bucks for all of these frames, which is literally like the best deal ever. Plus we're keeping them out of a landfill because you know I'm all about sustainability. And then of course all of my ADs, which I already had. So it is a fabulous selection of artwork that did not cost me barely anything. Next to the checkerboard carpet tile floor in the laundry room, I have to say that these covers framed are probably my next in line to be favorite. I just think it's really unique and fun, and it makes me very happy when I come in here to do laundry. Next up, the floors. They are actually by Floor, Flor. They are called Made You Look. In blush is the lighter color. Darker color is berry. The reason I went with the berry is because someone on Marketplace was literally almost giving away a giant stack of them that they had extras from a project they did. So then I actually found this company and I went to them and I ordered the blush and then just a few more berries. It was important to keep my price down for the budget. I got the carpet towels. It comes with a little package, easy instructions, and some stickers. So first thing I wanted to do is come through and clean these concrete floors. These are clean. This is what they look like when we moved in. These things are so scratched and stained up. That is one of the main reasons why I decided, instead of repolishing them, to use these. So when you do these, you're supposed to take a chalk mark, start in the middle of the room and mark it. It gives you all the directions. But for me, because this was an odd-shaped room, so tiny, I just started from the middle. It wasn't hard to figure out where that was. And I knew I wanted to do a checkerboard pattern. There's arrows on the back of each tile. You want to make sure that the tiles are all facing the same direction as you place them. And then I just started placing them. I started with 4, and then I came through once I had those all in place, and I took the stickers that they give you. And actually, I didn't really realize, making sure, again, the arrows, of course, are going the same direction. I didn't realize the stickers don't stick on the floor. You actually, if you're doing 4 at a point like this, you actually just come up under each corner, and the sticker is sticking up against the carpet tile. It's not actually sticking on the floor. So you do the edges and then the center where all 4 pieces meet. It's incredibly simple, and I was like super surprised. I was wondering if it would leave like a residue on the concrete floor, but absolutely not. Now in hindsight, since I've been living with the floors for a while, I have no issue. They're not moving, they don't do anything. A little bit of shedding at first, but you vacuum it and that's gone, and I haven't had any other issues. It took me no time at all to put all these tiles in place. And as you all know, I'm a sustainable stylist. Everything I do is about reusing, upcycling, reworking what we have, shopping secondhand. But when I do buy a new product, I like that it has a sustainability factor. Go to their website, they dive deep into all the recycled yarn, carbon negative, all their sustainable elements, which is fabulous, of course. Got the main part of the floor placed. What about the corners when you actually have to cut a tile? Well, you actually take a tile, place it face down, and then you take the color that you want to cut, and then you take another tile and you line it up with the tile next to it, a little bit of chalk, or you can just score it with your X-Acto knife, and that's it. Then you pull it away, you cut it. I always put in, if I'm going to cut the arrow off of the whole tile, I just take the chalk and make sure the arrow's on the other part of the tile, so if I use that in another spot, I know which way to put it, and then that's it. You just place it in. It was like so easy. I was like, how am I going to do this? And it really was crazy easy. All these little corners I thought were going to be complicated were not complicated at all. The whole project, I did it over a couple of days just because I didn't have time to do it all at once, but maybe it might take you 2 hours to do a space this big. Maybe. I highly recommend them. I have not worked with them at all, but if they ever wanted to do a collab, I most certainly would. I'm going to go ahead and show you the before and after one last time. If you want to see the whole makeover start to finish, please, by all means, go to my page. It's episode number 2 of my sustainable series called It's Time for an Upcycle, where I show you how to rework, reuse, upcycle, shop secondhand to create beautiful spaces, because everybody deserves a beautiful space, and we like to keep things out of a landfill. One of my main goals in design is to keep some of those elements that you think you might not want, like these countertops. I didn't like them in the before, but I most certainly love the creaminess of them with all the merlots and the berries. It's like I'm stepping into a little boutique hotel in New York. So this space makes me incredibly happy. And anyone that knows me well knows that I am not a big fan of doing laundry. I am one of those people that will let the laundry stack up. But I have to say, since this laundry room has been done, I 1000% have no laundry anywhere. I get it done. I go in, I flip on the record player, I listen to some good music, and I get it done. So 3 of my design series will be out next week. So in the meantime, watch the other 2. Happy upcycling. I'm gonna be doing some laundry.
She keeps on loving me, loves me the way I am. She's not just along for the ride, she's my biggest fan. Oh, it's a little piece of heaven when we lay down tonight. She keeps on loving me, and I keep on wondering why. She's got a wicked kiss my angel eyed every guy wanting to hold her close.